Hey guys, Spot Review back with another video. So today is going to be my first series of this series called Death Drive on BeamNG Drive. Now this is inspired by a YouTuber called Fail Race. He does the same thing, almost the same thing, but he calls it Driven Till Destruction, and he uses a bunch of different other maps. But currently I'm using the Endurodrome. Now he did use the Endurodrome for a while, but he's not using this map anymore. But I figured I'd do the same thing but change up the rules a bit and just have fun with different vehicles. So the first vehicle I have here is ETK SUV series. Now this is a mod that I installed from the BeamNG Drive website separately, so as you can see it's right up here. It's the ETK 1300 series, and also as you can see this is the stock game file car that I didn't download from the website, so it came with the game. So this is the ETK 800 ETK K series, so in the I series, so you can see it's just like a series leading on to this mod right here. I also have a bunch of other mods downloaded, but not for this video. But first I got the base model of the ETK SUV series with just a 4-cylinder engine. So let's see how well this does in this course right here. So let's go ahead. So up here we just got a few tiny jumps. Should handle it pretty well. Has some pretty soft suspension, but we are bouncing around a lot and we've already spun out, so it's not a good thing, but I hope it does last a fair bit during this ride. Now we already got stuck. Not gonna bother rescuing it, just gonna reset it. But yeah, it seems to have pretty soft suspension, so we do pretty good. Now I'm gonna try to not spin it, but we just rolled it, so I guess that's fine. I don't see any severe damage on the oh, never mind, we have some severe damage. I cannot steer that well, so what I'm gonna do is just reset it one last time, give it one last chance, and then just go for it and see how well it does. Now, oh my god, I gotta try and not spin it out right now. I hope we don't spin it out right now. So just, oh my god, we're spinning it out. But I did see some door damage. The door is kind of bent, so I hope that's not the thing right now. So I'm just going to go through these obstacles. Now the obstacle we just went through doesn't really do much damage for the car, but oh, I just hit the barrier right there and we flattened the front right tire. Now we will lose some traction, so I hope that doesn't impact us by a lot. But yeah, as I was saying, the obstacle right there where you maneuver through those barriers doesn't really obstruct the vehicle that much, but the obstacle with the more speed bumps in the barriers does affect the suspension since there's more bumps. But yeah, I feel like this might be a rear-wheel drive car just because it keeps spinning out, and I'm surprised because this is an SUV, so it should be all-wheel drive, but seems to be handling the course pretty well, nothing major. So yeah, so this is my first episode of Death Drive, so we won't be doing as many cars as we should. But yeah, so this episode I'm just going to do around 2 cars. But on regular episodes we'll do around 3 to 4 cars depending on how long they last. But yeah, we've already gotten stuck on this obstacle right here, pulled off the bumper. But yeah, I hope we can get over this. But I do think our steering's already messed up. Yeah, as you can see, the front 2 wheels are just, they're bent inwards and the tires bent, so our front end is in really bad shape right now. But yeah, other than that, the steering is the only thing that's really affected, and I cannot steer to the left, so unless we can recover it, I think we'll be good. But yeah, we just hit that really hard. We basically lost all steering. Yeah, I don't think we can actually steer on the course anymore. Yeah, we're just going in a straight line. So that was one of the worst laps I've seen from a car. I thought this would handle it pretty well since this was an SUV, but turns out I was wrong. So this only went through probably close to a half lap, so not that good. But we will be switching over to the sports version of this SUV. Now that one does have a V8 engine, I'm pretty sure, so should be pretty fast right here. But no, it's actually 6-cylinder turbocharged engine, so it should be pretty fast. So I'm expecting this to actually go a bit shorter than the other car just because it's much faster, but right off the bat looks much cooler in this yellow paint, the dual exhaust. But yeah, let's see how it handles this course right here. So yeah, it's much faster, as you can see. Oh no, we've already broken the front wheel, which is not good. First jump has killed the car. Yeah, the first jump has killed the car. Now I am going to give it one more chance just because that was so short-lived. Let's try it one last time, and if that doesn't work, we landed on the same tire again. Okay, so I think this car is basically done right now. Wow, that was really bad. Oh my god, the two front wheels are totally gone. Wow, even the rear wheel is bent in. Alright, so this is much worse than the other cars. So I did say we're gonna do two cars, but since that was so short, we're gonna do a different car. So I'm thinking about doing the ETK I series, or no, we should do this minivan right here, because why not? So I'm gonna do the all-wheel drive version of this, the red minivan. So let's see how well this minivan does on this course. Now I hope this is way more efficient in this course than the previous two vehicles, but let's see how well this does. Now this is much slower, as you can see. I think this probably only has like a 4-cylinder engine, but yeah, right off the bat, our wing slash spoiler, I guess you could say, is already gone. It's actually left the car right now, and front bumper seems to be damaged too. But yeah, it's handling much better than the two other vehicles. Ooh, that was close. I almost hit the barrier. But yeah, this is the obstacle I was talking about that did some real damage right there. As you can see, Manos bounced up pretty high, and our front bumper is just driving around. I hope it doesn't get caught in our tires, but yeah, so far so good. And we're actually coming down this slope with some pretty high speed, so we're just jumping around right there. But yeah, I think the bumper stuck underneath the car. So what I am allowed to do is drag the bumper out, or anything in that matter of fact, if it's stuck under the car and it's preventing the car from moving correctly. But yeah, let's hope that fixed it. But yeah, I think it fixed it. So yeah, car is, the minivan I should say, is running perfectly off the course. But yeah, I feel like this will last way longer than the two other vehicles. But yeah, we rolled over, nothing too major except the door being bent in the front right there, but that's nothing major. But yeah, oh wow, that was pretty nasty. Something broke, I didn't see what it was. I think it was a radiator gone right there. So I think we will be overheating soon. But oh wow, we came down there pretty fast. For a second there, it was not steering, so I did get a bit worried there. But yeah, so far so good, other than the radiator and our steering being broken a little bit, because we are pulling to the left, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, wow, it's just bouncing around a lot. Oh my god, that was pretty close. But yeah, upcoming is a big jump. You have to have some pretty large speeds to get over it. Well, so you have to get around 65 miles per hour. So I'm gonna try getting to 65. Okay, so we went up around 67. So that was plenty enough. But yeah, we made a okay landing. We did not flip over, but the front two doors are bent, and our front end is just starting to crunch inwards. So I hope that doesn't affect us later on. But the most I'm worried about right now is the engine overheating, since it's already started to smoke, and as you can see, the engine temperature on the bottom right the gauge is already rising up pretty high. So yeah, this obstacle right here is also pretty destructive sometimes, especially if you have a low car. It'll just hit the engine or the drive shaft and you won't be able to drive anymore. But yeah, so far so good. I'm pretty surprised that it's outlasting the other two cars. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised since those are just horrible, but oh my god, I think we have actually damaged our steering because I could not turn that well in that corner. But yeah, I don't know if it was understeer or just the steering just being broken, but yeah, up to this part it's doing pretty good. Now this is all-wheel drive, so it handles this parts of the course pretty well. It doesn't really spin out as much as you see compared to the first vehicle we had, the ETK base model SUV, not the sport model. But ooh, we just hit the trailer. Let's see if we have any major damage, but it doesn't really seem like it since it's already punching in. But yeah, okay, so I think we are going to overheat this car and just it's gonna be over for it. But yeah, so I do have one rule that if the car is super damaged, it has to be going above at least 15 miles per hour, not 20. But yeah, it has to be going above 15 miles per hour, and I can reverse anytime. Drive shaft's broken, but I don't know which drive shaft is broken. I think it was the rear drive shaft. Wait, no, it's actually this, not a drive shaft, it's just the axle broken. So we're still good. We're about to overheat, but yeah, as I was saying, I am allowed to reverse anytime I want, and I can grab the vehicle out anytime I want in case it gets stuck or whatever. But yeah, we are having a really tough time getting up this hill, so if it doesn't pass my rule of going above 15 miles per hour, the car does get disqualified. So yeah, we're just topping out. I think the engine is done right now. We're surprised if it's not gonna blow up or anything, but yeah, the engine is turned off, so I don't know if we can turn it back on again. Let's hope it'll turn back on. Alright, it turned back on. That was pretty short, so yeah, engine did lock up. It's pretty broken right now, but yeah, this is the end of the minivan, I guess you could say. Died because of overheating. Did much better than the two ETK series, so yeah, it's held up a pretty tough battle, but it did only make it 1.5 laps, so not too far, but much better than the other two. Please make sure to have notifications on and subscribe to my channel, and if you like this series, please comment down below and suggest what other cars and how many times a week I should upload this series. But yeah guys, peace.